Some seasons of life bring quiet struggles and heavy days, when even getting up feels like an achievement. Obstacles seem endless, and support may be nowhere in sight. Yet, history's most inspiring stories are not of those who waited for perfect moments or a helping hand, but of those who pressed on through fatigue and heartache, carving their way forward when every muscle ached for rest. Inner power reveals itself not in comfort, but in adversity. When everything is stripped away, praise, encouragement, reassurance, the raw material of character is left behind. Persistence in the face of loneliness, resilience when hope is faint, determination despite exhaustion, these are the qualities that set the truly successful apart. Every small action, every effort to rise, becomes a victory over circumstances. Champions are not made in easy times, but when every reason says stop, yet the spirit refuses to surrender. This program is designed to show you the keys to inner strength and self-reliance, uncover practical methods to rebuild confidence, transform setbacks into stepping stones, and draw motivation from deep within, even on the toughest days. Learn how to set clear goals, nurture unwavering self-belief, and maintain steady progress no matter how worn or alone you feel. By the end, you will not just survive tough seasons. You'll walk through them with a renewed sense of purpose and the tools to achieve lasting success. Start where you stand. Many spend years waiting for just the right moment, waiting for the clouds to part, for the path ahead to become clear, for a sign or some stroke of fortune to show that it is time to begin. Some hope for a friendly hand or an unexpected advantage to appear, thinking only then can they step forward. But the truth is far simpler and far more powerful. You must start where you stand. Even if the winds are howling and your spirit feels worn thin, it is the first step taken in less than perfect conditions that carries the greatest promise. Consider the early days of Mr. Ford. Long before there was a name known across continents, before there was a company or a workforce or even a single product, there was only an idea in one man's mind, a stubborn resolve refusing to bow to doubt. Around him, there was little applause, there were no guarantees, and even fewer allies. He started where he stood, with nothing but determination as his capital. The world did not encourage him. In truth, it often tried to turn him back. Yet he pressed forward, and in so doing set into motion the events that would build an empire. Your own beginning may look quite different, but it is no less important. Perhaps your hands are empty, your heart weary, your mind troubled by the memory of failures. Perhaps you have stood on the sidelines, watching others, telling yourself you will act when the time is right. Hear this truth. There is no perfect time. Progress never waits for comfort. The soil beneath your feet may be stony. The air may be thick with uncertainty. Still, it is your decision to move, to plant your intentions and act on them that begins the quiet miracle of growth. There is a myth that greatness arrives with trumpets, or that opportunity comes only to the well-prepared and the fortunate. In reality, greatness grows from humble ground, from decisions made in solitude when no one is watching and no one is cheering. You need not wait for applause, nor do you need the world's permission. All you need is your own conviction sometimes. The smallest spark of belief is enough to light the fire that drives you forward. Even if it is all you have left, let that resolve be the engine that carries you into action. Understand, the process of growth is never neat, never predictable. Seeds do not wait for gentle rain and sunlight before they push through the earth, neither should you. The beginning is almost always lonely and often uncertain. Yet, once you have taken that first step, you will find that new doors open, unexpected help appears, and strength you never suspected rises within you. Stand where you are, not where you wish you could be. Begin with what you have, not with what you hope one day to possess. Every story of success, every leap, every triumph starts not in distant comfort, but in the present moment, with a single decision to move forward despite the odds. Plant your feet firmly, set your intentions, and let your journey begin. That is how all great stories are written by those who dared to start where they stood. Decide with purpose. Indecision is the silent thief of dreams. It creeps in unnoticed, quietly draining the days, leaving you adrift and uncertain. When you are broken, tired, or confused, it may seem easier to drift from one moment to the next, letting life carry you wherever it may. Yet, those who rise to greatness are not those who simply go along with the tide. They are those who make decisions. They decide what they want, decide where they are going, and set their course with intention. Think of Mr. Carnegie. Before his name ever appeared in print or was spoken with respect in distant places, he made a simple, profound choice. He would build something that endured. He was not born into wealth or comfort, but as a young man, he saw a vision and dared to choose it as his own. He did not wait for certainty or for every step to be mapped out before him. Instead, he committed himself to a clear goal and poured his every effort into its achievement. The world did not hand him a ready-made plan. It simply waited to see what he would do with his decision. You, too, must decide. Sit quietly with your thoughts, away from the noise and distractions, and with honesty and boldness, ask yourself what you truly desire. Do not be afraid to name it. Do not shy away from ambition or settle for something less than what ignites your spirit. Write it down. Let the words become real, not just fleeting notions. Allow your purpose to burn in your mind, to shape the way you think, act, and plan. A clear decision, honestly made, brings order to the chaos and confusion that so often fills our days. Purpose is not only the source of direction, it is a wellspring of energy. Even when your body is tired, even when the obstacles seem endless, a true sense of purpose will pull you through. It gives you the reason to rise when you would rather remain at rest, to keep going when your strength runs low. A man or woman who moves with purpose is not easily defeated. The storms of life may batter and discourage, but purpose is the anchor that keeps you from drifting into regret. Do not let your precious days be spent in vague wishes or hollow regrets. Time does not pause for indecision. Every moment you spend unsure is a moment lost, a step missed on the road that could be yours. Make your choice, however small or grand, and begin to move toward it. Resolve to act even when your path is not entirely clear. Action, born of decision, will bring clarity and confidence where before there was only doubt. Purpose transforms struggle into progress and confusion into clarity. It is the compass by which you chart your days, the flame that brightens your darkest hours. When strength falters, it is purpose that will carry you onward. Decide with intention. Set your sights and let your purpose become the force that shapes your life. This is the way of those who achieve greatness not by accident, but by decision. Build your own fire. In times of struggle, you will often find yourself standing alone. The world can feel distant, and the encouragement you yearn for may never come. The helping hand you hope for may not reach you. Yet this is not a punishment, nor is it a sign that you are forgotten. It is an invitation, a quiet calling to build your own fire. Consider Mrs. Smith. Her voice, before it echoed through grand halls and moved countless hearts, struggled to be heard in small, empty rooms. She sang not for applause or recognition, but to keep her spirit alive. Her earliest audiences were the shadows on the wall, the empty chairs in quiet corners. Still, she sang. She did not wait for someone else to fan her flames or lift her from discouragement. Instead, she stoked her own fire, believing in herself before the world ever did. When you are weary, it is easy to wish that someone might step in to carry your burdens, to urge you forward when your will falters. But it is in the act of lifting yourself up, of speaking encouragement to your own heart, that true strength and character are forged. Waiting for the world to recognize your worth is a sure way to let your fire go cold. Instead, you must become your own source of warmth and light. Begin by creating rituals of self-belief. Remind yourself daily of your strengths, no matter how small they may seem. Recall your past victories, the obstacles you have already overcome, the moments when you proved to yourself that you could endure. These memories are the kindling that will feed your flame. Tend to your dreams as you would to a precious fire in the night, careful not to let doubt or neglect smother their glow. In the silence of your struggle, speak gently to yourself. Remind your heart of its courage, your mind of its resourcefulness. Even if your efforts seem unnoticed by the world, let them be noticed by you. Take pride in your perseverance, honor your efforts, and celebrate each step forward, however small. The warmth you seek must first be built within your own soul. Others may eventually